Hi folks, if you are someone who is planning to build macOS application and wanted to distribute outside of Mac Store, then this video is for you because today I'm going to talk about how to sign your application and how to notarize it. So I have brought you three links, three guide which you can follow to build your application and notarize it at the same time. So let's get started. So I have got you three documentations. This is the official documentation, that is Electron.js talks latest tutorial code signing, and I will link it in the description as well. So what happens is that whenever you are using any unnotarized application and you have downloaded it outside of App Store, you get this type of notification that it can contain malware and move to trash, and this actually make other people lose trust on your application. So they have talked about how to build it. So first of all, you need Apple developer program. Again, this is for Mac OS. You need Apple developer program, you need Xcode. And how to generate signing certificate, it is very easy. You go to Xcode, go to generate Apple accounts, go to Xcode, go to settings, then go to generate manage certificates, and you can generate there. That is the easy step. Now there are two options to notarize it and sign it, and that is using Electron Forge, and another is Electron Packager, which we use generally by default. So what happens is that Electron Forge again is something which is recommended. You can see in the official documentation, but there is something called Electron Builder also, which helps you to build one. So I've got that documentation as well. So to understand how Electron Forge works, you can go to this particular link, which I will again share you, where you can read how to do it. So they have given a proper guide on how you can sign as well as notarize your application. So this is it. This is the second guide, and the third guide is this one: how to code sign and notarize an Electron application for macOS. Again, this is very simple. This is very updated, so you can see he has explained what is code signing, how you can enroll, how you can create a developer certificate. So he has given the command line instruction. You just don't have to follow this one. Go to Xcode, go to settings, go to manage certificate, and generate a new certificate. That will help you along. And after that, go to this particular process. So if you're using AWS to distribute your app, you can use AWS, and if you're using GitHub, then GitHub is alright. So he has actually talked about how to generate all these things when you are doing it in the GitHub Actions. But I am assuming that you are not doing in GitHub Actions. I am assuming you are doing in your system. So you can kind of skip this part, and you can just focus on the notarize directly. So again, go to Apple ID, apple.com, go to sign in security, select app specific password, copy the app's password, which you will get here in this particular point of time, and just copy it and store it in your cache. Then add Apple specific password, team ID, and Apple ID. He has talked about GitHub releases. You can store it in your ZSHRC directly. So store there and export these three variables: team ID, Apple ID, and app specific ID. So app specific password. So Apple ID is nothing but your developer email ID. Team ID is again, it is associated with your membership ID. So you can just go in your console and see the developer ID, and in the developer ID only team ID will be there. And so app specific password, which you have generated in the previous step, just export these three in your local and you are good to go. Now for him, Electron Builder didn't work, so you can see at the time of writing this we encountered issues, and notarized feature of Electron Builder is not working. So what exactly is Electron Builder? So I will just explain what exactly is Electron Builder, and I will just explain what are the fallback you can do. So right now I am also facing this issue in my computer, so otherwise I would have shown my implementation only, but yeah, I cannot show you right now. So let me go to package.json, and you can see right now I'm just figuring out this particular part, but you just need an identity, which is again in hash of your developer ID. Hardened runtime should be true, entitlement should be there, and you have to give notarized true or false. So you can skip this particular part and you can give this as true as well. So you have to add this line: identity, hardened runtime, entitlements inherit, and notarize. These 5 fields you have to give. And when you do hardened runtime, there are a lot of issues which I am also facing right now. So I have to figure it out. But if if the previous step which I have talked about, if it works, well and good. And if it doesn't work, then you should follow this particular guide. So he is talking about Electron Builder is not working for him. So what he has done, he for notarize, he is creating Electron Notarize for build like this one, then Notarize macOS app. Right now, the problem with my particular application is that whenever I am using hardened runtime equals to true, there are a lot of modules and lot of untracked files and lot of untracked items which are getting signed one by one, and it is taking hell lot of time to sign each file. So my issue is in signing, not in notarizing. So notarized, I have already solved it, but the problem is remaining with this signing. So I'm just figuring out, and I will figure out what bug I am missing. But yeah, so there are 2 steps, that is signing and this particular item that is called notarize. So this guide is particularly about notarizing, and once I figure out what exactly I'm facing in the signing in the developer certificate, then I will talk about it. So again, this is how you can do. So he has talked about if you want to use Electron Builder, nothing but notarize. It was false earlier, you just do it true. But for not using the Electron Builder, you just do notarize equals to false and after sign. This is after sign, right? So after sign, you call this script. But our sign is not working. Like my sign is not working. So I just need to figure out that particular part of view. So this is the 3 links which I wanted to share and which I want to talk about. So I will link them. So don't worry. And I will see you next day. Till then, take care and bye.